Let me tell you something as we start the show. It's a little something I thought you should know. So I will tell you as we settle into place. You know it's impossible to sing and play the bass. You're a lovely group of people.
Good
You
evening,
deserve
friends.
the courtesy.
Lenz. What's his name? Richard Lenz? Sorry?
Yes, Richard.
Yeah, I bet he's gonna be first.
He usually is. All I know is,
Oh!
hello, Al. How are you? Good. You're number one. You get the prize. I don't know what the prize is, but you get it. Bill Crow will not be here tonight. He has a meeting with his son. He sent me a message saying I can't be there. I know you don't know Bill Crow, Al, but he's 92 years old and a wonderful bass player, legendary bass player, as I've said it a couple thousand times. Hello, Christopher Smith. How are you? How's life out there?
No, it's Christopher Lenz, not...
Chris Smith, our neighbor in Hope.
Oh.
He's so far behind the time.
Hi, Christopher Lenz. Hey, guys. Oh, what's up?
Hey, Toby. Christopher Lentz is watching. Hello, sir.
What do you always do? He's doing a live stream.
I started here and then go upstairs and finish it in my house and play some songs and do
How
stuff.
many people watch it?
A couple hundred.
Oh, so
But-
I'm on it now?
Yes. That's Toby.
Hello.
But all over the world, people watch it. And we never know how many people are watching it. And then it's on YouTube also. It goes on to YouTube, and that's where it gets watched a lot.
Oh. Can I see a link so I can see myself?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll get it to you. I'll make sure. Ta-da! Got to keep the local children happy. Hello, Bo. How are you, Bo? There's Vaughn. Your Aunt Bowie is watching. I don't even know. Have you met Bo at all? Have you ever met her?
What?
Yes, I guess you have. Sorry, excuse me, folks. You didn't meet her. Then have you met? He's gone. I'm trying to. Woo! Look out now. Well, I have to take you to your window and let me become an active participant in this affair. You look way up top. Somebody's waving the flag up there. Can you see the flag being waved way up there? Way up on top. I tell you, it takes all kinds. Well, Sunday night. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Woo! 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 Woo, woo, woo. Woo! My whistle's good tonight. Slightly changed my technique. Have to keep it a secret though. Oh, more air, see? Wider armature, more air. Armature. Oh boy, I learned a new way to whistle. More air. Oh. Now if I can learn that where you whistle with your, put your fingers in your mouth. Oh, I wish I could. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to get somebody, I'll look it up on YouTube, how to do that. Oh yeah, one I'm going up. All right, here's the best part. I did a little bit of video work using one of those apps that makes, that makes dolls sing and statues sing. So I got my award to sing. It's impossible to sing and play the bass, the statue. But I can't show it to you. But I'm going to put it up on tonight's video when I put it up on YouTube. And you'll see it. And it's pretty nutty. The statue singing, let me tell you something, as we start the show. And I'll keep working at that. Keep making it better and better. Anyway. All right. All right, Armando. Thank you.
Hi, Bon.
There you go. Up the stairs. Up we go. What am I doing? You want me to wait for you? Huh? What are you doing?
I have to go slow.
Oh. It's Tim Conway, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going up. I have to continue on. Oh, Sunday night, May 17th. I think I have the keys. Should have the keys. Welcome to the house.
What the? Do you remember?
Yep, I will. You see, this is the part where I want the statue to be singing. It's impossible to sing and play the bass. And just put it at the little teeny section of the video in the bottom. Sounds totally conceivable. Oops. Take this off. My hats, ladies and gentlemen. My hats. The reason I wear so many hats is because I get sun damage. You know what I mean? But, oh, my beautiful haircut, I tell you. It's a thing of beauty. Excuse me, pardon my thumb. Put you up there. I don't want you to fall. I don't think. No, it's not going to work. That'll have to do it. Bernie's tune. Oh. Excuse me. You'll pardon me. The phone slipped, almost fell into the water. I caught it just as it fell. It was headed right for the water in the sink. Well, you would quit too if you just got nearly dropped in the sink. I think my phone is furious at me. I mean, I caught it just as it fell off the ledge. I got to find a way to make it steady on the ledge. I will make a project out of it. I will actually work at that, as I've worked at trying to make this much less chaotic. Righty tighty. What? Now what is that? What did I do? Look at that. Isn't that crazy? I hit something. Now how do I get rid of that? But that's kind of nice, don't you think? That's the, oh, Jesus. All right, let's figure out what I did. That's my right hand. Is it a mask? Don't touch the phone. I know. Let's see if I can. All right, just now. Don't worry. This is all going to be okay. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. I know, Francois. I don't want to touch the phone, but I've got to put it into its slot. So many Indians, so many chiefs, and I'm the only Indian. Then there, I don't know where the hell that came from. I realized there's a mask, obviously. There's a mask that you can mess around with. Did you see those eyes? If only you could do this as well as you play the bass. Yes. Al, I'm sorry, but a few little problems occur. The phone, I said there's a microphone on the bottom of the phone, and it keeps it from sitting steady. Well, I used to drop it over anyway, but now it really is unstable. And when I go to wash my hands, there's no place to put the damn phone except, well, you know. Now listen, I'm sorry. I really apologize to everyone. I know everyone is deeply offended. Mountain greenery. Use duct tape. Yes, that's good. That would be good. What's that duct tape doing on your phone? Well, I don't know. How come you can't see the screen anymore? Well, it's duct tape glue all over the screen. I'm sorry. Oh, I love it. I love screwing up. I really do. I try not to. I honestly try not to, but it's fun when it happens. Gorilla glue. All right. Velcro. Victoria Cave. How are you, Vicky? How are you? Vicky Cave is another one of those Steely Dan singers. I'm telling you, there's just Jeepers Creeper. Where'd you get those? Gorilla Glue, Velcro, Velcro, Vel. Well, and happy to see you, Vicky. I'm glad to see you too. If I tell Carolyn you're here, a little bruised. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I didn't mean to do that, but you would have been wet, but I caught it just as it got to the sink, the water in the sink, and it was about that much water in the sink, so it would have been a disaster, and I would have had to get an 11. If I dropped it in the water, then I'd have to replace it with an iPhone 11. That's the plot. That's the plot. Let me tell you something as we start the show. It's a little something I thought you should know. So I will tell you as we settle into place. It's impossible to sing and play the bass and put it onto a live stream. You're a lovely group of people. You deserve the courtesy of knowing what you can expect of me. I practice, but it will not mean a thing, 'cause it's impossible to play the bass and sing, 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 sing. You see, the bass is fretless. It's not like a guitar. On bass you spend your whole life wondering where the hell you are. It's got no little markers, just a fingerboard, so bare, and lots of notes which are not really there. Then when you start singing, you've got lyrics on your mind. Find the lyrics of something that's impossible to find. To remember lyrics, melodies, bass lines, and chords is no less a miracle than Lord's. So as I make 1,000 errors, sit there and be kind. Do not throw tomatoes at me, keep this all in mind. Remember, this is serious. Remember, this is art. Remember this, or I will fall apart. Then I'd have to pray to God to come and intercede. And she'd only sit and laugh at my wanton greed. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time, and space. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time, and space. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time, and space. And she knows it's impossible to sing and play the bass. Sing and play the bass. In a little restaurant in Ireland,
Lots of jazz musicians in the place. Dizzy Gillespie wanders in. Everybody knows it's him. Everybody knows his face. Dizzy walks right over to our table. There's lots of folks that he is glad to see. Dizzy says hello to everybody in the restaurant, except for me. He does not recognize me. He never does. He never has. He thinks that maybe I'm somebody's agent, or a dentist who is really into jazz. But I've worked with Diz on numerous occasions. We've played together 5 times at Carnegie Hall. But here in front of all these people, I want to impress. I'm the one that Dizzy can't recall. I know he knows a lot of people. His social life is most complex. Every year he sees a million faces. The entire world is on his Rolodex. We all take so much pride in knowing Dizzy. Having him know you must feel so fine. How well I know the name John Burks Gillespie. If only John Burks could remember mine. I myself have met a lot of people whose names I sometimes can't recall. And I can sense their disappointment when I don't remember them at all. They say, come on, Jay, we met in San Francisco. How could you possibly forget? I smile at them meekly. They get angry and upset. But I've worked with Diz on numerous occasions. We've played together on a TV show. But here in front of all these people, I want to impress. Dizzy doesn't say hello. No. I'm the only one who doesn't seem to know. Dizzy doesn't say hello. That sad tale has a very happy ending, however, because Dizzy came in one night when I was playing on a ship. Oh, yes. Let's all take a big, long cruise today. Anyway, he was on the cruise, and he sat down there, and I sang that for him, and he laughed. He thought it was just great. And he comes up on the stage and shakes the piano player's hand, shakes the drummer's hand, and sits back down. And I'm like, Diz. But he had a great sense of humor. He knew what he was doing. And we became very good friends after that, to the point that he would introduce me if I ever walked into a performance. He would stop the band. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Leonhart just walked in. What are you going to do? What I'm going to do is put the bass down. And let you know that last night, this morning, I took the list of words from yesterday that were so difficult for me, and I wrote a long poem. Of course, I left it out in the dining room, and I don't think you really care about it anyway, to tell you the truth. But I just said, I had so much trouble with that one last night. I said, what can I possibly do to make it, to figure this out? So I sat and really worked. And I wrote a really rhyming, dumb poem, but perfect, with using all those words. Oh God, it's funny, I can't remember them.
accounting, dismounting. There was no accounting for the reason for his dismounting. But I found much better, but Argyle. It had to end on Argyle because there was no room for, there's just no rhyme for Argyle that I could find. I mean, there's a company called Cargyle or Cargill or something like that. Other than that, Argyle. But that was last night. And we're on to a new world today. And I was thinking, I even have them typed out real big on my computer now so I can really see them. I don't have to mess around. So if anybody wants to venture a few words, I'll just write them down now. The John Burks Society. Tomoka Ono Farnham. Thank you, Tomoka Ono Farnham. Another stellar coda. I know we keep coming up with codas for that impossible to sing and play the bass. Compost pile. Gerald Grable wants compost pile. Post. There's the 2 words, Gerald, so no words tomorrow night. Compost pile. Screwdriver. Screwdriver. Carbuncle. Oh my God, what's a carbuncle? What is a carbuncle? Flabbergasted. It's getting ahead of me now. Flabbergasted. Tomoka Ono. Oh, Trichi. I don't even know what that is. Trichio. Oh, I'm going to have a terrible time. Thank you. Plunger. Plunger. Deplorable. Oh, flabbergasted. Egyptologist. Well, I can get that one. Egyptologist. Epidemiologist. I finally got epidemiologist correct. Egyptologist. Bloody Mary Christopher Lynch. Tricycle. Oh, that's what Trichio. Tricycle. Gee, all right. Thank God. Whew. You had me worried, Tomoko. You really had me going. Tricycle. My. Tricycle. Thank you. Oh, disgusting. Difficult. I'm going to take Trichio out because what Tomoko meant was tricycle. Loose leaf. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 10th one is going to be, no one's got a 10th one. Oh, no 10th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's only 8. Has everybody lost it? I'm getting a medical education here. Right. Me too. Well, that's it. This is going to be an 8-word song tonight. Is it 10? No. Is that the word? Is it your Mike? Is that the word 10? Or are you counting 10? Grief. Thank you. Grief. Now we've got 10 words. Compost pile. Screwdriver, carbuncle, flabbergasted, plunger. Oh, deplorable. There's two. I had them written down at the same place. Deplorable and loose leaf and grief. All right. Thank you. I'm going to bring them together a little bit, make them a little smaller so I can be all on one page. Well, at least I know how to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Grief, 10. Okay. Let's make them a little smaller so I can get grief on that same page. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate these lovely words. Fudge, Victoria Cage. Well, because I believe this is your first time here, Victoria, we're going to let Fudge. We got to let Vicky get a word in there. Get a word in edgewise, as it were. Okay, this is no problem. Let's just make it a little smaller, get them all on one page. Lockdown. Sorry, Bernie. You're late, Bernie. I'm sorry. Howard Blunt. Sorry. Pudding. Superb words. But I've got enough trouble. I got compost pile, screwdriver, carbuncle, flabbergasted, plunger, deplorable, Egyptologist, tricycle, loosely, grief, and fudge. Okay. Fine. Fine. My Egyptologist went to his psychologist, but the psychologist sent him to a neurologist, 'cause my Egyptologist had one deplorable carbuncle. He went to see his uncle, who took out his screwdriver. Oh no, my Egyptologist was filled with grief. So he got rid of my uncle, or he left my uncle just like a thief. He went to the lawyer sent to a judge. The judge said, son, you've got a carbuncle because you've been eating too much fudge. He was flabbergasted. Yes, he was flabbergasted. But nonetheless, he lasted long enough to get his carbuncle exercised. Highly prized. Ooh, do, do, do. Egyptologist carbuncle. Whoops. He went home full of hunger. Sat down and saw a plunger. Oh, plunger, sorry. Plunger. Munger. Do. But instead, he remembered the words of the judge. Do. He didn't care. Ate some more fudge. Ate some more fudge. Eat some fudge. Okay, that didn't make any sense either. This makes sense. Robert Frost did right in settings beautiful and rustic. He wrote of rolling hills and green terrain. While poor me, I must do my writing in the chaos of the city. Sometimes even on a subway train. How am I to ever learn about the woodlands and the falling leaves of autumn and such things sublime, when I must spend all of my life trucking around this dirty city, doing what I can to earn a dime. I just realized I left out the word tricycle. Sorry, Tomoko, I'm very sorry. How did Robert Frost make payments on that little country house of his? Where did he get the dough? Could he go down to the country store and write a poem saying, here's a nice one I wrote about the snow? Surely now he
He must have had a sponsor of some sort, perhaps a lady friend who simply rolled in bread. A lady friend to say, now Bob, why don't you take a long, long walk, write whatever pops into your head, head. She say, Bobby, don't you worry about the mortgage. Bobby, don't you worry about the bills. Bobby, why don't you go write a poem about the fences, about the neighbors and the rolling hills. Bobby, don't you touch those dishes. No, Bobby, I will do the pans. Bobby, now it is not good that an artist like yourself should be walking around this world with dishpan hands. So you see, old Bob was free to follow through his fancies, wander through the woods behind the mews. Boy, if I had Bobby's life, I could follow through my fancies, oh, to be in Bobby's shoes. Boy, if I had Bobby's life, I could be a hero. Go out and find my fortune and my fame. Only trouble is I hear from people who have found it that so much in life stays just the same. Just the same. Just the same. As I was singing that, I realized that I had come to the conclusion that the last line was wrong. It used to be everything in life stays just the same, regardless of how much money you have. And the answer is, of course, it doesn't. So that's a misnomer. So much, during the song, I changed the lyric to much in life remains the same. And I'll have to find even a better solution than that. Because even if you're driving a Ferrari, if you're stuck on the Long Island Expressway, you're stuck right behind that old Ford. And there's a lot of things. If you get coronavirus, your odds are, I guess, good that you're going to survive. Chances are you won't get it, though. We all know that. So money obviously does mean something, especially the lack of money means something. That's why, I mean, you know, the country with $259 trillion of net worth, which our country has, I think we can afford 7 trillion to get us through all this. And I think we'll have to. And if we don't, we're fools. Utter fools. But who knows? I mean, I don't know what people have in mind. Some people agree. Okay, I'll leave that. Was Pharaoh Sanders an Egyptologist? I'm just an old geezer. You look marvelous. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Micah. It's okay. Something's okay. What's okay, sweetheart? What's okay? Oh, about leaving tricycle. I mean, bicycle, tricycle, icicle. No, icicle, bicycle. Yeah, icicle. But it's all sickle. That's the trouble. Pickle. Fickle. Don Rickles. Oh, boy. You see, that's why it's good to have a pen in your hand. If you just take a little time, they start coming. Thank you. Anyway, okay, so that's it. So those are the words. Let me just save those words. Those are the words. 10 words. Excuse me for a second. Words, and today on May 17. May 17, in the year of the pandemic, 2020. Okay. Put them there. J songs. All right. Save it, and they're gone. All right.
where was I? Hi, Fukushi. How are you? You good? What time is it there? It's 6 a.m. or is it 7:37 in Japan right now? Tomoko would know. What time is it in Japan, Tomoko? I have somebody, Fukushi is watching. Nice glasses. Yes, these are the third pair I bought from I Buy Direct, who will surely want to be a sponsor. Ken Levinsky is watching. Motorcycle, right? Tickle, trickle, tickle, right? Trickle, tickle, right? There you go. Thank you very much. I bought them on I Buy Direct, and they must have cost well over $130. And they're progressive lenses. And I look very, professorial. I look very something. Big black lenses. I don't know what they say, but it's like you're trying to read anyway. Tonight I was thinking. Last night I did a copy. I did some blues for some friends of mine, and I thought tonight maybe I'll just try to play some, do a couple choruses of "I Got Rhythm," so they can put anything they want to. Charlie Parker used to write all his rhythm. I Got Rhythm heads. In other words, he would use the same chord changes of "I Got Rhythm." I think it was mostly an F, didn't he? But I Got Rhythm I associate with, I don't know what key, B flat. I guess B flat because it's like Lester Leaps In is I Got Rhythm. Ba-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. No, no, do-do-do-do-do-da-da. But so tonight I'm going to try. Once I see what's happening here. They're still coming in. Erudite. Bicycle. No. That was fast. 8:37 a.m. in Tokyo, so that's why she's watching. That's why he's watching. Fukushi. Very good. Thank you. Well, Tomoko sort of knows what's happening in Japan, you know. She knows what time it is automatically in Japan. I want to tell you that Tomoko sometimes walks around New York. She likes it because it reminds her of being in Tokyo. And she lives in New Jersey now, in Jersey. And she'll tell me, I just like walking around New York. It reminds me of being in Tokyo. Isn't that nice? I mean, you know, there should be a Tokyo song. There should be a beautiful lyric about Tokyo. Sung in Japanese. I bet there's 1,000 of them. I just don't know any of them. Or erudite. Erudite. Very good. Very good. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn on my, I'm going to turn on, I'm going to turn on, this is, I Got Rhythm in the key of B flat. 1, 2, 3. Now that's, what I'm going to do with that, I'm just going to post it and people can have it. See, how do I stop it? Stop it there. And I recorded that on file, what was it called? Logic Pro. So it's a real nice clean version of it. And people can use it. I'll send it to anybody who wants it, the track, and they can practice with it. They can write up songs to it. Or I'll send it to some of my friends who are going to put tracks on it, and we'll have I got rhythm. The chord changes are not copywritten. The melody is. But the changes to I got rhythm are not. Fortunately, because that would make it very difficult. In the song Black Bottom 926, basically I got rhythm. Black do 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 do. That's Black Bottom, right? Do 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 do. I don't know how's the bridge go. I don't know how the bridge goes, and the changes in the last 2 bars of each phrase don't follow I got rhythm exactly. I mean, it's 32 bar song, I think. But Black Bottom. What was Black Bottom all about? Was that the river, or was there something more we need to know about that? Thank you. You're welcome. And if anybody wants it, I'll send it to them, and they can do what they want with it. They can write their own song to it. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to put this away. I'm going to call this Bass Tracks. Okay, it's gone. It's out. Good night, Logic Pro. Thank you very much for your help. You did great. Save them all. Okay. And today the 17th. I should do Tomoko's favorite song. I know she's probably home with her piano. I don't quite get it. A dance craze, yes, I remember that. I remember. You know that Anita O'Day was a marathon dancer. I've mentioned that once before, and I'll mention it again. But I worked with her for about 8 years or so in New York only. I never traveled with her, but she was a marathon dancer. 34, 35 hours at a time. And then she became a wonderful singer. And she probably was a wonderful singer. Henderson Brown de Silva, Black Bottom 20s Dance. There's Ned White. Thank you, Ned. Enjoy the recordings you made with Nancy Lamott and Chris Marlowe. Yes. Nancy Lamott was a very special singer. And she left us very early in her life. And it's a shame, because she was a very good singer. Very good. I was crazy about her, and she did every album she did, I think. I may have done every one. Marathon dancer. I will change my occupation. All right, I get it. Tomoko's making funnies now. I don't know whether I did this the other night or not. I can't remember. But if I did, talk amongst yourselves. It's about 4 minutes. This song got written when I was playing at the Village Gate with Herman Foster. And one night the crowd was loud. Everybody was smoking in those days. And there was food fights occurring. And the waitress, everybody was loud. So I decided I'd had enough. And I went out onto the terrace of the Village Gate, which is now a CVS, and wrote the following selection. I think I'm going to change my occupation. Find me something new. Change my occupation, find another situation. That's what I'm going to do. I'm getting sick and tired of hanging out in jazz joints. Smoky little dives on Bleecker Street.
where the crowd is tough and noisy, full of rowdies from New Jersey. Drunken sailors AWOL from the fleet. I'm going to take my base, sell 'em, take everybody, tell 'em, I've had it, I am finished, I am through. The scene is too chaotic, I'm getting too neurotic, the redeeming social values are too few. Yes, yes, I'm going to change my occupation. I think I've paid sufficient dues. Don't know if I can take it, don't know if I can make it. Through another chorus of the blues, gonna find me something new. Into the AM amidst the constant mayhem in a little dive filled up with smoke. You get home as a rule just as the kids depart for school. You wander through life burnt out, beat and broke. Yes, 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 change my occupation. Find me something new. You want the folks to love you, they just push and shove you. You'd like them to adore you, but most of them they just ignore you. Don't know if I can take it, don't know if I can make it. Through another chorus of the blues, I'm gonna find me something new. Find me something. Well, I'm not gonna stop right now, of course. It's not time. I happen to enjoy seeing everybody at these shows. Practicing my songs, keeping my chops up. My bass playing has really kept going because I'm doing all these songs. So I don't think I'll be quitting right now. But January 1st, 2051, that's exactly what I'm going to do. We don't get to the root on this song when we finish it because if you do that, it implies continuation. It didn't resolve. It didn't go to the C. It ended on the D flat where it gives a sense of moving onward. No? Yes? I think so. Let's see what's happening here. Jonathan Schwartz always closed his program with a Nancy Lamont record. Yeah, I know. You used to listen to that line. Yes, she was very special, right. Oh, that's a jealousy. Tomoko Ono Farnham. Thank you very much, Tomoko. Tomoko when the first time I played with Tomoko, she burned that bridge, which is tough because it goes from down a major fifth, up a fourth, down a flatted fifth, or a tritone they call it. Down a flatted fifth, and then up a fourth, and down another flatted fifth, and up a fourth, down a flat, all the way through the cycle, every key. And I've seen some great piano players struggle with it. Not Tomoko. Tomoko burned it. And she burns it every time. It ends indecisively, on purpose. That's it. Thank you. On purpose. So to imply there's more to come. Ralph Lampkin is watching. Hi, Ralph. How are you? Oh, what was I going to show you? Where are the pictures? Where are the pictures I found? I found some great pictures. Stephen Krowitz is not watching tonight, is he? Because I found a picture. I guess he's not. From the Deer Head, I found a picture of him. And that's him at the bar over here. Steve at the bar.
No, this is, you can't really see him, but it's him. This is him at the bar. I thought he would have laughed if he'd have seen it. That's my daughter singing, and this is Steve over here, this little, well, that's the Deer Head Inn. One of my favorite places to play in the whole world. When it reopens, and it will, be sure to get out there. Be sure to get out there. It's a great place. And here's one of my favorite pictures. It's a little dark, but that's me and Steve's Ron. I'm so used to seeing it. Forget it. I can't think of his name. I'm not going to do it. Forget it. What was his name? I've seen it written. It's been written so long I haven't had to try to memorize it. I should have kept the names on there. All that's coming to mind is Chet Baker. Can't think of his name. This is our trio at Mesro, Tomoko, Vito, and me in the center. The names will occur to me of the group. It's called Three Amigos. Let me just look at Three Amigos. Three Amigos. Dee da 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 da. No, the names are not there. I took the names out because I thought it would be a better picture. At least I know my name. That was me on the right. Oh dear. Ron McClure. All I could think was McFall. Ron McClure. And Gary Peacock. Thank you. Ron McClure and Gary Peacock. Now I can show it because I can remember. Oh, look. Okay, let's start. Take two. Oh, look. Here's a picture of one of my favorites. That's Ron McClure there. And Gary Peacock in the middle, and that's me on the left. Backstage at Birdland. Anyway, that's it. There's a heated discussion going on outside. There was one more picture. There was one more. Can't find it. I'm running out of pictures, by the way. If anybody wants to send some pictures to me to show, because I've run. Did I show you me and Ronald McDonald? I was just questioning this. What was his purpose? He was just very happy and very just full. But I don't believe him. I think he works in the present administration. No, he's too good for that. He's a nice guy. I'm not going to call it on him. Whoops. What are you going to do? That's what sort of happened. And here's art. Want to see some New York art? Excuse me, let me just ask him to be quiet, to be a little bit quiet. Excuse me. Hey kids, could you hold it down a little bit? Thank you. That's art. That's New York diner art. I love it. I do love that. I like that one. I'm going to end tonight. They're getting robust out there. My Vaughn is expressing himself. There's obviously some issue going on. And my little studio is not soundproof enough. The little doors, just little plywood doors. It's too bad. I'll have to soundproof them someday. Never going to happen. I'm going to end with this song because it's been requested of me. Because we're going to start doing this. Tomoko, we're going to start doing this every night. You say you got her number. You say you are too smart. She's gonna break your heart. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 wee, wah, wah. Here it is in my file, sitting right here, just waiting to be done correctly. Boom, boom. You say you got her number. You say you are so smart. Well, don't say I did not warn you, friend, 'cause she's gonna break your heart. You see, the purpose of this song was the cowboy songs, Western songs, have so many great similes and metaphors in them. I said, wait a minute, I can write a song with a lot of metaphors and similes. And that's what this song was about, just to show that I could write a lot of similes and metaphors. You say that I don't scare you. You're as tough as you can be. Well, she'll have you howling like a dog in the kennel. Just you wait and see, because she's mean. She's mean. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. You say your heart just loves to wander. Your heart just loves to roam. But just like General Custer and his boys, you're gonna wish you'd never left home. You say that I don't bother you. You say, why all the fuss? Well, you're gonna feel like a poor little beagle run over by a Greyhound bus, because she's mean. She's mean. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. Once she gets you in her sights, there won't be no way to distract her. You're gonna feel like a squirrel neath a big 18-wheeler or a bug in a trash compactor, like a piranha in a fish tank. She's gonna chew you right apart, just like a possum neath an 18-wheeler. She's gonna crush your heart, because she's mean. She's mean. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. You're gonna end up hurting. I'm very sorry about that. You're gonna end up hurting. It's written in the plot. You're gonna feel like a watermelon dropped from a helicopter down into a parking lot. You're gonna end up hurting. Sorry about that. But just like a bug on the windshield of love, your heart is gonna go splat, 'cause she's mean. Woo. She's mean. Woo. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. Yeah, she's mean. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. Oh well. You see? Now when you see me do that perfectly some night, you'll say, he got that perfectly because he rehearsed it on May 17th on his live stream in front of all of us. And he just went ahead and did it anyway. because I didn't practice it this afternoon. I said, I know that song. Isn't that the way it always goes? You have to, I will never forget when I used to work for Liza Minnelli. She would sit in the dressing room and roar through every lyric of her show. She would go through every single one. I mean, she could quick, but she'd go through every song. And this is a show we did like for 3 years or something like that. Every night she would go through every song. Now I remember. Peggy Lee used to sit there and make a little prayer to herself. She said, unconscious, please help me remember every word. And don't get upset with me if I don't. Or what was it? Please help me. But she never forgot a word. She never ever forgot a word. I worked with her for a long time. A long time. And she wasn't young, but she wasn't this age, but she wasn't my age now, but she was in her 60s, and she remembered every single word all the time. Oh, I love that song, which Carolyn did the other night. I'm in love again. Do. Oh, I'm going to work it. I love that song. I keep telling myself I'm going to learn it. All right, listen. It's now 8:04. It's all 8:08. Everybody's got to. What time is it? 8:05. Everybody's got to do it their thing. Thank you for coming and seeing me. Yes, we will be here tomorrow night. Yes, I'm going to be. I'm going out to Hope, and we have, what do we call it? We have Wi-Fi in the house now. We're putting it in Tuesday. So Tuesday night will be live from Hope, New Jersey, from our house in Hope. But it will be with Wi-Fi, so it won't be a bad connection. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. It's great to see you. We will see you soon. Take care of yourself. Be healthy. Don't think that the virus is not still out there. It is. It's there. So be careful.
Because it's impossible to play the bass and sing. You see, the bass is fretless. It's not like a guitar. On bass you spend your whole life wondering where the hell you are. It's got no little markers, just a fingerboard so bare, and lots of notes which often are not there. Oh, are not there. Then when you start singing, you've got lyrics on your mind, and the notes on bass begin.